Hey, what's happening everyone? Pragmatic Addict here. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at a trailer. And this is the first official trailer for the upcoming next film in the VHS franchise, VHS 85. So I'm a little bit mixed when it comes to these series. So I love the idea of these films, which is basically an anthology series. Each film has a few little short horror segments. They're all directed by pretty credible directors most of the time. And there is a minor plot that surrounds the movie that kind of connects them to each other. So as far as a standalone movie, they do kind of stand on their own. But as far as an actual movie within these segments, they all kind of come full circle to some degree with the film's overall plot. So what I'll say is that for the VHS franchise, there have been segments that have definitely stood out. There have been films that have stood out more than like others. But as an overall film, I don't know if I've actually enjoyed or have really dug a VHS film through and through, just because, again, it is an anthology film. Each segment is kind of its own thing by a different director, and depending on how it all wraps up with the plot, that can be a little bit like hit or miss. But because of it being an anthology film, because of the nature of it being from a bunch of different directors and everything, just being little horror shorts, I will always give the new entries a shot. And I'll always be interested to see what they come up with next. Now this one in particular, VHS 85, this was actually teased like when the last one dropped. What was it, VHS 76? I can't remember. It was the last one that dropped like last year. This was actually teased when that one dropped, and I remember seeing some directors, which I'm going to look up really quickly just before we get into the trailer. I remember seeing some directors that really stood out. Scott Derrickson, the director of Sinister and Black Phone, was one of them. Let's look up the directors really quick for this one. Yeah, so we got David Bruckner, Scott Derrickson, Gigi Saul Guerrero, Natasha Kermani, and Mike P. Nelson. So obviously the two that are standing out to me is Scott Derrickson and David Bruckner. So again, they have some pretty credible directors most of the time, and the fact that this was already teased literally a year ago when the latest one dropped just shows how hard at work they might be at this one, how passionate it might have been. And the other ones have been pretty well received. It's just, again, as an anthology film, there have been hit and miss segments, and as an overall film, that's a little bit harder to actually criticize. So let's just get right into this trailer, guys. I really have no idea what we are ever going to get in the latest installments of these. Alright, so that already looks like 1985.
Why don't you just tell us where
okay.
these videotapes from? Just tell us what they
See,
are.
so this kind of is what I'm talking about, the plot. He says, you know, where do you get these videotapes from? I'm guessing that that is the overall plot, and that it's just a series of videos, like the others have been.
I started seeing these.
I'm really curious to see how it goes into the like idea with him being in the station here.
Is that Beta?
Yep.
Nice.
If your god exists, does he require summoning?
What I'm excited about this was that I'm equally as curious about what's going on in the station as I am just to see these segments. Okay, was that the trailer? Alright, I have a couple thoughts really quickly once it wraps up. Alright, so what I want to say is that as like I know that this is a found footage VHS horror film, like based on VHS format, and it's centered in 1985. But this time around, the analog like horror look to it, it's not really capturing me. There wasn't too many things that stood out to me, like just little bits and pieces where I was like, oh, I want to see that segment. I wonder what's up with that scene. Not too much stood out, but I am really curious about the police station, what led to that, what goes on in that, and how all the tapes kind of come to surface in between that. So I'm going to be honest, I'm not that anticipated upon this one. I will definitely check it out just because of the idea of it. It is another VHS entry. I am curious to see, again, what these tapes have to offer, what is going on with this whole plot about the police station. I will definitely check it out, but again, nothing within the teases of these segments of the tapes really stood out to me. I don't think that the format looked that capturing to me. I don't think it looked that scary, but we will see. Again, these are 5 tapes. They're just like little snippets of each one. We'll see. I'm definitely going to check it out. But yes, guys, that is going to do it for my trailer reaction of VHS 85. Make sure you guys check back either later tonight, early tomorrow, where I will be dropping my review of It Lives Inside. I'm finally seeing that today. I had a screener yesterday that I did not attend because I had some stuff going on, but this is my most anticipated film of this entire month. I have been keeping a close eye on it. I am very excited to see it and give you guys my thoughts, so make sure you check back for that. But yes, guys, let me know what you guys are feeling about this new entry. Are you guys kind of done with the films at this point? Do you guys think that this one looks good? What are your guys' overall thoughts on the VHS franchise up to this point? Let me know in the comments, guys, but I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.